You don't have to use it, but it will really help, okay? Here's what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to distribute this, and I'm going to get 3x cubed
Wait, the camera.
minus 2x squared. Shh. Oh, thank you. You're helping her?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Minus 4x.
That's exactly what I did.
Okay, now here's what I'm going to do next. When I distribute these three, I'm going to put the like terms in columns. Okay? So this is going to be minus 9x squared, right? I'm going to write it down here under the minus 2x squared. Next I'm going to get plus 6x, correct? I'm going to put the plus 6x under the minus 4x. And then last I'm going to get plus 12, right? Negative 3 times negative 4. So I'm going to write that out here by itself.
Oh, I see what you did.
And now I'm going to add the like terms in columns.
So did you subtract?
Sometimes I'll be subtracting them, but...
No, I mean, isn't this subtraction?
Multiplication. Well, I multiplied everything by a negative, so now I'm adding them in columns.
Actually, the third, not
I think we're describing the same thing, Jordan?
Yeah, I got it.
So now this will be minus 11x squared.
It's
3, not 2.
Thank you. It is 3x cubed. Thank you very much. You guys are good at this. Plus 2x plus 12, and this is my final answer for multiplying those two.
This is like the ultimate careless mistake creator.
Yes, you will have lots of opportunities to make careless mistake, and I find lining them up in columns really helps me to find where your careless mistakes were. Or when I do it, it helps me to find where my careless mistakes are.
Wait, why do you multiply the right side? Wait, I'm confused what you just did.
You foil them.
Okay. I didn't foil. Well, this one, I multiplied everything times x, and then everything times negative 3. I wrote it out as 2 steps.
Okay.
And then, after I distributed the x, it created these columns. So I lined up everything when I multiplied the minus 3. First I got the minus 9x squared. I put it under the minus 2x squared. Because I knew I was going to be adding the like terms in a moment anyway.
Oh, you add them after?
Yeah, I've got to combine the 2x. I could have written it out as one long string, Brian, and then I could have done the underlying trick.
I see.
That would have been just as correct. I like this one. Okay, one more example. So please come over here. It's another multiplying example.
Will it be the last one, then we can go over the project rules?
I believe so, if we have time, yes. We'll see how long this takes. The parabola graph.
About the project.
Okay, another example. X minus 1 times x plus 4 times x plus 3. I have a couple different ways to do this, and I'll only have time to show you my favorite again.
Can't see.
I would say pick 2 and foil them first. I'm going to pick the second 2. It's not absolutely necessary.
Would it be x squared 12?
So now I'm going to change this to x minus 1, and on the assumption that you know how to foil, I'm going to go ahead and write this as x squared plus 7x plus 12, which is what you get after foiling the last 2. Okay?
Yeah.
Please double check me, those of you who do know how to foil, that I've done quickly, that I've done so correctly.
We did.
Can you just foil all?
Yeah.
X squared plus... Well, now see, from here, the word foiling doesn't work anymore, because we don't have a first, outer, in, or last.
You got it.
Got too many terms. Pardon?
How'd you get 7 though?
If I foil this, I'm going to get x squared, outer plus 3x, inner plus 4x, last plus 12. Plus 4x plus 3x is plus 7x.
Oh, I see.
So I'm not showing that step because we've done enough of that. Now from here, I would do the same thing. Okay, and I would say x times everything in this trinomial minus 1 times everything in this trinomial. And I'll pause here for a moment for reflection.
So it's
I once worked at a school where the administration changed the term detention to reflection because they thought the kids wouldn't mind it as much.
It's actually
Did more of them end up showing up?
It was a disaster. The administration were also terrible leaders, and they insisted on being called the leadership. So they were.
Why?
Who are they?
So they were like the leadership. You know, so the kids were like, "Oh, the leadership's going to put me in reflection."
Oh my god.
They didn't really take it all that seriously. They didn't take it any more or less seriously than before.
That sounds like a dictatorship.
It does, yeah. Yasmin, you have a question? 4 times 3. That was my last of my foiling. Okay, now I'm going to do these steps separately and make my columns. So this is going to be x cubed. Please double check me. You guys caught an excellent mistake or two over there. Plus 7x squared plus 12x.
Wait.
The
Oh,
minus,
never mind.
okay? The minus 1 is just going to change the sign on everything in that parentheses. So that will be minus x squared minus 7x minus
Can I
12.
give you the final answer?
Pardon?
Can I give you the final answer?
Sure, hit me.
I got x
Yep.
cubed minus 6x squared minus 5x minus 12.
I'm getting plus 5x.
Wouldn't it be plus 6x too? Because 7x squared minus
I'm getting
x.
plus 6x squared as well, now that
Wait.
Eliza says that.
Crap.
Yeah, remember, this is addition here. It doesn't behave like multiplication.
Are we done? Sorry then.
I only want to make one other point real quick. You can do this another way and get the answer, okay? And I'm just going to show that to you real quick. From this step, okay? From this step, follow me over here. I decided to do the x times these three terms and the minus 1 times these three terms. It would have been just as correct to do the x squared times these two terms, the plus 7x times these two terms, and the plus 12 times these two terms. In other words, I'd have gotten the same answer if instead I distributed this way and gone x squared times x minus 1, plus 7x times x minus 1, plus 12 times x minus 1. I would have gotten the same answer. I also believe this is a little bit shorter, but if you prefer to do it this way, I just want you to know that is also correct and possible. Feel free. And also, if you see a book example like this, don't suddenly be like, oh my god, Mr. B, you taught it to us wrong. The book says different. Yes, the homework is... Alright, Trevor, can you read it to me up there?
Is it Wednesday?
For Thursday? It's Thursday?
Oh, I keep writing this.
That's what I'm asking you, buddy.
Page
341.
341, 15 through 58.
Wait,
Even?
16 through. Wait.
Every four.
Oh, I thought he said.
Oh, wait, it's 16 to 58? No, it should be 14 to 58.
It's 15.
No. I'm not doing all that.
Typo.
Yeah, it is a typo. Okay, it's 14 to 58. And here's a little bit of an arithmetic challenge for you. Every fourth.
I hate that.
So that's 14, 18, 22, 26, 30, 34, 38, 42, 46, 50, 54, and 58.
Wait, what's the page again?
Oh, page 341.
So, anyway.
And there's a typo on the study guide online. It says 15. It's supposed to be 14.
Oh, so it's 4.
15 to 58 every fourth would not